Hello friends, I am Devashala. In this video, we will talk about big data and its relative terms. Big data is the rising concept of IT industry. Many experts predict the big data will rule the industry in coming years. So in this video lecture, we will talk about what is big data, how data is exploding day by day, what is the structure of big data, what are the different sources of human and machine generated big data, what are the various applications of big data, 5 V's means characteristics of big data, why to use big data, what companies are asking for, and who is big data engineer, and what are the various skills of big data engineer. So many such type of concepts we will talk here. In this slide, here are two definitions of big data according to Wikipedia and Oracle. So big data means larger amount of data, whether it could be structured or non-structured, which further can be processed, analyzed and interpreted the important results. In earlier days, data was generated in kilobytes, megabytes and gigabytes. But nowadays, humanity produces a lot more data in zettabytes and yottabytes. If you are watching surrounding, you are surrounded by data, right? You yourself are generating the data. You are contributing this huge amount of data. So I will quickly talk about different data sources which you know. You are using Facebook, WhatsApp, you are using YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Netflix and many more. So what are you exactly doing? You are posting photograph, you are uploading your images, you are chatting with your friends, families or somebody, you are sharing something you like on WhatsApp and Facebook. Every time you are doing any activity digitally, even if you are commenting on or liking anybody's photo, that time you are one of the contributor of data generation. At the end of the day, what is going to happen? You are contributing this data. Now think about Facebook as a whole. So think like social media, e-commerce media. If you are purchasing something online, you can upload review quickly, right? So likewise, social media, e-commerce media is generating huge amount of data in a seconds and in a minute. Similarly, you can talk about retail chain like Amazon and all. You are buying the product and putting some comments on whether the product is good or bad. Here also you are generating big data. If we talk about share market, which share value is high, what is the value of that day, what is the value of that share, what are the prices of that share. So exchange is also generating billions of data. See, if I talk about myself, I am conducting lecture online. So what is going to happen at last? A video recording uploaded on YouTube, or for better communication, I will share on WhatsApp group, I will put status, I will share link on various social media platforms. So at last I am going to generate some data. Let's now discuss about structures of the data. So when you talk about data, it can be mainly divided into three types: structured data, unstructured data and semi-structured data. Let us start with structured data. This is the data which is an organized form, for example in rows and columns, and can be easily used by a computer program. And basically data stored in databases is an example of structured data. Now semi-structured data. This is the data which does not conform to a data model but has some structure. However, it is not in a form which can be used easily by a computer program. Examples are emails, XML, markup languages like HTML, etc. So metadata for this data is available but is not sufficient. Unstructured data has no proper structure, no schema is associated with it. So examples are audio clip, video clip, photographs, or simple you are sending a message on Facebook or WhatsApp. This is also unstructured data. Any of the PDF document or Word document or text files, all those are having plain text, that all are examples of unstructured data. So about 80 to 90% of data of an organization is in this format. Some examples are chat rooms, PowerPoint presentation, images, videos, letters, white papers and any body of email, etc. Next, characteristics of big data. So first character is volume. The name big data itself suggests it contains large amount of data. The size of the data is very important in determining whether the data is big data or not. Hence, volume is an important characteristics when dealing with big data. Second characteristic is variety. Data comes in various formats: structured, unstructured, or maybe numeric. Earlier, spreadsheets and databases were considered as data, but nowadays, PDF, email, audio, etc. are considered for analysis. The third characteristic is velocity. Velocity is the speed at which data is generated. In big data, the velocity is a measure of determining the efficiency of the data. The more quickly the data is generated and processed will determine the data's real potential actually. The flow of data is huge and velocity is one of the characteristics of big data. Fourth characteristics of big data is veracity. Veracity refers to the data quality and data value. The data quality of captured data can vary greatly, affecting the accurate analysis. The last one characteristics of big data is value, and this is actually a recent emerging view. It refers to the ability and need to turn this raw data into value. Here, value not only means profit but other aspects, for example, in medical, social benefits, customer, employees, or personal satisfaction. So, the main reason why people invest time to understand big data is to derive some value from it. Many of us deal and generate big data even without realizing it. Have you ever searched online for or bought any item on Amazon or Flipkart? Did you notice that these e-commerce websites are already making recommendations related to the product you searched for? Recommendation engines are common applications of big data, guys. Companies like Amazon, Netflix, and Spotify use algorithms based on big data to make specific recommendations based on customer preferences and historical behavior of customer. Finally, let us discuss big data applications. Now, who uses big data? Government, research organizations, media, private sector, and sports uses big data. So let us first discuss government. Government utilizes big data to store and manage the large amounts of data dealing with their agendas, policies, and databases. When applied to governance, big data can bring cost efficiency and improved transparency and speed. And for related research organizations, large amounts of previously collected data and observations can be stored and categorized using big data. So big data can also be used to make predictions based on analysis of previous data and help development in areas of healthcare and resource management and etc. Third is media. Big data connects worldwide users through simple portals. It helps in effective distribution of data within a minimum amount of time. Fourth is private sector. Private sectors like retail and real estate uses big data to analyze market trends and estimate the fluctuations in general market prices. Last, we can say sports. Big data can use to make predictions about the game winners and also about the performance of players, thereby helping in deducing the players' value and their value in particular season. These are some more domains of big data applications such as smarter healthcare, homeland security, traffic control, manufacturing, multi-channel sales, telecom, trading analytics, and search quality. As we have now discussed, big data when teamed up with analytics of different domains help you to determine root causes of failure in businesses, analyze sales trends based on analyzing the customer buying history. Also, it helps determine fraudulent behavior and reduce risks that might affect the organizations. So I will cover the remaining contents in next video. Thanks for watching and enjoy learning big data. Happy learning. Thank you.